Alrighty, so I put the keyboard onto the computer and the computer said, I don't recognize that keyboard. And we had a small conversation about that and everything was fine. I decided to go and get the software to support the keyboard because of course things like the actuation point changer, I believe I can do it on the keyboard itself, but I would like some nice software to help me. Now this is a Japanese keyboard, so I went to the Japanese website. It is being translated from the original by the magic of Google. Thank you, Google. Okay, so we have the Windows keyboards up there, and then we have the Mac keyboards. Bingo. But I noticed there's two things, RealForce software installer and firmware update. Now, being a bit of a nerd, I thought, oh, I should update my firmware. Let's do that. And I went to click on that. How do I update my firmware? Compatible models. This is my one. Nice. Firmware download. After unzipping the downloaded file, please use the file that matches the model name part on the back of the product. Well, that's a bit analog. So off I went and downloaded that file. And then I went back and I said, okay, I'm going to download my driver as well. So the software installer and the firmware update. Now, let's pull them in here. The zip file opened up into this. Interesting. Look at that. It's just a list of all the different keyboards. Okay, I get it. That makes sense. And then I'm like, what's my keyboard again? I got to go check. So I expand the little names here. I'm literally picking up my keyboard. It's not a light keyboard. Turning it around. R2SA. Yes, we have those. JPM3. JP3M. Do we have that? Oh, we do. And then AGC. Where is it? I don't see it. I could be blind. I don't see it. AGC M04. Is it possible that my keyboard doesn't have an update firmware? Wait, let me go back here and have a look at the firmware page. Oh. I got it wrong. Doesn't seem to have my keyboard at all. JP3MWH. JP3M. Oh wait, there it is. JP3MWH is there, but it's not AGC M04, it's AHC M04. Oh. AGC is not included in this update. Please check this page for an older firmware. This is really kooky. Okay. AGC M04. Now let's double check this because it's basically completely manual. R2SA, JP3M, AGC, M04. Okay, thank you very much indeed, dear people in the land of RealForce. And I'm just pulling that keyboard file out and I'll put it here. Okay, that's my update firmware. How do I install it? Let's use the main installer for the RealForce software. So far my experience is kind of goofy. Not exactly in love with their software. Okay, I just approve this. And now what happens? And now, nothing. Let's see if I've got an app here for Topre. Oh, RealForce, here we go. Okay, let's go to setting. Firmware update. I'm liking where this is going. I am liking it. I am liking it. Update my firmware. Yes, I want to continue. I can't unplug the USB cable. It's funny actually, this whole thing feels like 1998 called. I mean, I love the keys. But I have to say that the packing, the manual, the setup, they haven't really done that much in the last 20 years to make it better. Of course, if your function is focused on the keys, on the typing, that's no big deal. But honestly, I think it should be easier to set this up. Select keyboard. Well, there's only one. Okay. How does this work? Actuation point. You can change it by individual key or whole keyboard. Let's have a look at the whole keyboard. Oh, everything's at 2.2 millimeters. So our actuation can be 1.5, 2.2, or 3. I actually really like this. I'm gonna try individual. Oh, everything's at 1.5. Let's move this to 3. How do I get this to 3? What do I do? Click on the key, click on the number, click on the number. Oh, God, this is crappy software. Click on the magic doopy doop and then click on a key. Oh, yes, this is tiresome. But can you just keep going? Oh, you can. That's not so bad. So what I'm gonna do is put a whole bunch of things at 2.2. Do I want to go cling on my return? I do. I'm gonna put that at 2.2 and I'm gonna make delete a determined action. Caps lock. And how do I load it? What's going on here? What's this say? I'm going over these icons and there's no help. Okay. Do you want to save the settings? Not really. What's this? Profiles. Nice. Load the profile. Select the keyboard. Okay. I don't know. What's my keyboard currently doing? Everything's at 2.2. Okay. Okay, that's my spacebar. I'm gonna change it from 2.2 to, oh, you can change the whole keyboard. Oh, nice. Ooh. I'm gonna go to individual. It's stuck on the same thing. And save to keyboard. Okay, it's fine, it's fine. I'll have a lot of fun playing with this. Yeah, 1998 called. They would like their software back. Oh, guys, I don't know what to say. I agree with people like Thomas on their reviews that the keyboard is a fine approach to typing, but vastly overpriced. I mean, the build quality, I'll take some photos or in a new video, show some of the small details like plastic edging. They are an $80 product, but the keys, the feeling of the keyboard is excellent. So it's clear where they put their energy and where they did not.
Something's wrong with you, I feel. It's getting harder to please you every year. I don't want to make you blue, but you need a talking to. Like a lot of people I know, is what's wrong with you. After you get what you want, you don't want it. If I gave you the moon, you'd grow tired of it soon. You're like a baby. You want what you want when you want it. But after you are presented with what you want, you're discontented.